Good evening, everybody. Welcome to ESC Fan TV. I know I am doing the intros. Lord help me. We are here to review 4 more songs competing in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. I am your host for this evening. Yes, I have wrestled the control panel off Tom and Stuart, so what could go wrong? I know. Today we're here talking about Serbia, Albania, Denmark, and Cyprus. If you can't tell from all the flags, just circled around me like a swarming pool of sharks. Shall we meet the panel? Where do we go first? Let's go to my co-host Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Hi, Elliot. I can't wait for tonight. So excited for absolute classics. I'm all for it. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. And then in the top left we have Tom. Hello, Tom. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm not doing nothing. I'm in charge of banners. Look, I've put a banner up.
Round of applause for Tom, please. And one of them, I'm not sure which because I keep deciding between themselves, are in the chat room, so show them some love please, because, you know, we all love a little bit of love. Right, moving on. Let's go to Sweden, actually. We have Gustav in the bottom left. How are you, Gustav?
Hi guys, I'm good. I just woke up from a nap and ready to go.
well rested to give throw some shade. Can't wait. Directly below we have Yerna from Belgium. Good evening, Yerna.
Hello, good evening. I'm excited for the show this evening.
Brilliant. To my left we have Georgina. Hi Georgina, how are you?
Hi, I'm very good and excited. I've got my flag ready, of course.
And in the bottom right, we must, like, brothers, last minute saviours to the show tonight. It's Phil and Michelle.
Hiya. Hello.
I don't even know what we're doing.
Who does, Michelle, on this panel? Who does?
Yeah.
And to my right, let's go to the first of our Cypriot panellists tonight, which is quite handy because we're talking about Cyprus. It's Marius.
Hello guys, Kalispera.
And directly above me, the one who is probably drunk enough to think that wig was a good choice, it's Open.
Good evening, Kalini, the Europe, the most expected and anticipated on the night of the season is here.
He's going to sleep well tonight after this show, I can tell. So let's get cracking. Let us know what your thoughts are as we're talking about the songs. And also, we have another award nominations for our ESC Fan TV Awards coming up as well. So make sure you let us know what you think of them as well. But let's start with Serbia. And they are sending Hurricane, the 3-piece girl group, who won Eurovisia last year to earn the right to go to 2020 with Hasta La Vista, and went only selected this year. This year they are sending the song Loco Loco, and 2 of them are no strangers to Eurovision. Of course, Sanja Vucic, who represented in 2016 with the song Shelter and made it to the grand final, and then Ksenia, who is Kineza's daughter, who was a backing vocalist for him for Montenegro in 2015. They're also sending Loco Loco. They clearly like sending songs with a Spanish title. I don't know why. Let's go to Gustav, the ballad lover, talking about a bop.
Well, a couple of episodes ago I gave a song A for effort because it was a song. And it's pretty much the same thing this time around. They did send a song. It's not a good song, but it's a song. And they are going to be performing at Eurovision, so I'm happy for them. But it's not the best song, really, is it?
Well, as the famous song from the 90s goes, the only way is up after that damning critique. Tom, you like to have a song where you can throw your hair around and drink to. Does this put you in that mood?
Are you trying to be funny? I'm losing my hair and you're talking about me throwing my hair around. But yes, I shall be dancing around to this one. I like this. It's really happy, bouncy, cheery. Whether it will qualify or not, I'm not entirely sure. But do you know what? I think you can have a lot of fun with this song. And it's certainly a lot better than last year's entry. I wasn't keen on their effort last year. Hasta La Vista, one of the most overused song titles, I think, in Eurovision history. I could name 2 entries already, aside from that one, that had that song title. This one, Loco Loco, I'm thinking cocktails, I'm thinking beaches, I'm thinking parties, and this is exactly the type of thing we need on stage in Rotterdam.
Are you thinking whiskey and rum as well? Sorry, the joke was there. I had to. So obviously, Tom used the infamous Q word there, qualifying. Georgina, do you see this in the final? It's going after Iceland, and Daddy Flay is a hotly anticipated artist to return. Do you think Serbia can still get through following 10 years?
Yeah, I do. I do think so. I really like this song. I like that they're singing in their own language as well as the Spanish title. But yeah, I think it's really good. I'll be interested to see their performance. You know how I am with performance. But yeah, I really like this one. It gets me up dancing. I'm the same with Tom. I think it's better than last year's entry. And I think they're going to do well, actually. Yeah.
Good. Phil and Michelle, what do you think of this? It's 3 women having fun in massive heels, big hair, big glitzy dresses. What's not to love about this performance, right?
It's all right. I'm sort of leaning slightly towards Gustav's view. It's not terrible, but it's nothing fantastic.
No.
It might still qualify because it's semi-final 2. I think if it was in semi-final 1, it wouldn't have a hope. But
Oh, he does spout some rubbish. I agree with Tom. I think we need a bit of cheesy pop and, a bit of entertainment and light dancing and stuff. And I think after Iceland, this will stand out after Iceland, sort of, I'm not sure if Iceland will qualify, but I think this is what we need, is a good dance. We need a bit of happiness.
No, it is not the new trend. Stuart, take the banners off them, please. Oban, coming to you now. You love a dance song as much as anyone. How do you feel about this one? So Oban. Oh, he's talking. Marius, I'm going to throw the question to you instead then.
Okay, first of all, I need to put this out there. I love Sanya. I think in 2016, she was one of the most underrated artists. I think that song was really good. Girl groups, not my cup of tea. This Balkan pop, whatever they call it, it does nothing for me. If I don't like a song the first time I hear it, then it takes a miracle for me to like it later. So I think this will not qualify. It's going to be a hot mess. They might do a good staging, quite uplifting after Iceland, which will actually impress everybody, Daddy. But I don't see this qualifying. And sorry, Donna, if you're watching, I know you like this. But no, I don't think it will do well.
Aww. Yeah, and before we went live, we had the songs on, and you were singing and dancing along to this. Is this an indicator that you would vote for this if you could, if Belgium were in the semi-final?
Me dancing and singing? Oh my god, yes. I would vote for this. I actually really like the song. I also like their entry from 2020. So I'm gonna... I don't know what to say. It's just a really good song, and I like it. I would vote for it if it were in my semi.
Okay, Oban, are you back with us now? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. So we were talking about Serbia and Hurricane. What do you feel about this Balkan pop happiness?
Look, I'm gonna say this. Someone from this part of the Europe, when you listen to these beautiful ladies, when you hear them singing, you can feel the taste of their vocal capabilities, of their the way they sing. It's so organic to Serbian music, and I really wish that they could come with something, a very big Serbian ballad. Like, these ladies definitely could kill a very traditional Serbian singing. But this song, I don't think it's the right fit for them. I don't think they can really dance, except that getting down low in a club, kind of like, we could be like girls rocking it in a nightclub. But this song, I really don't think it's true to their nature as a singer, as a performer, and yeah. But it's a nice song, but I wish them to come with a big Serbian ballad that would make much more impact.
Okay, and Stuart, round us out. As you've now got the girls behind you conveniently, what do you make of this song? I can't take you seriously with that.
I want to applaud whoever put these three together. Bravo! I mean, you could never find three more electric women in your life. They are superb. I am so here for Serbia this year. What is not to love? It's like summer on a plate. Party in my ears. There's a key change. You've got three gorgeous young women. It's 3 minutes of crazy. This is 100% qualifying. Anyone who thinks differently have pins in their ears and absolutely zero taste. This is a phenomenal song. Hurricane 2021. Yes, let's do this.
And for those with the bingo card, please tick off Serbia as your Stuart says this will win card. Thank you very much. And if we need a trajectory of how that review went, it went from here with Gustav and we just ended up at Mount Olympus with Stuart. So thank you very much. I quite like this. I think it's fun. I think it's cheap, colourful fun. It's great. Hopefully it will qualify. I'm not sure everyone. It might scrape 10th, but I don't see it doing waves in the final, personally. But I hope they make the final because it's good fun. Tom, round this out, what are the chat rooms saying about Hurricane and Loco Loco?
And there was me thinking Stu was doing the chat room. Oh.
One of you.
Well, Stu, I don't want to take your job from you, mate. I mean, apparently Neil says we're all losing our hair, Tom. It's just some don't know it yet. There we go.
I think it's because you're always in the chat room, Tom. Take it as a compliment. What are people saying, Tom? Because you've obviously been paying attention to the chat room, Tom. Go on, Tom.
Yeah.
What are you saying in the chat room?
Yeah. I like Serbia's song. It has a good spot in semi-final too, so they will qualify, even if it's a little weaker from last year. Ian says, Hasta La Vista had a better hook. Okay, but this is too generic. Probably a non-qualifier. Neil says we need to start putting tablets in Stuart's tea again. I'd argue they've never actually been taken out, to be honest. I think his tolerance has just gone up. Jude wants someone to sedate Stu. Back to you, Elliot.
Okay, thank you. And I apologise. I'm used to Tom being in the chat room when I'm hosting. This is the first time Stuart's been on a show where I've hosted. But let's move on from Serbia, and we won't go too far because we're going to Albania with Anxhela Peristeri with the song Karma. This was the first song actually selected for Eurovision 2021 after it won Festivali Këngës, that lovely marathon in the middle at the back end of December where they performed in like sub-zero temperatures. I mean, why? I feel sorry for them. But anyway, Anxhela has won. The song has obviously been revamped since it won FIK. Let's start with Oban. He loves a cultural orgasm as much as anyone. Tick that off your bingo card, please. What do you make of this?
Elliot, I have to be honest, at first, I wasn't really impressed, but more I listen to it, I get it. Like, now I get it. I mean, it's a very powerful song, very convincing singer, and it's Albanian. And the vocals, the beat, the melody, everything is Albanian, and I am a little bit mad with myself that I didn't get on board the first second I listened to it. But I think more and more each day I listen every time. I am a huge fan of this song, and it's a very good song in my opinion.
High praise there indeed. Phil, Michelle, what do you think of this song? Obviously, in the national final, she's in this big gold dress, massive hair, being thrown around by dancers. It was quite spectacular, to be honest. Are you expecting the same or hoping for the same in Rotterdam?
Well, yeah, who doesn't like a gold sparkly dress? I mean, normally I would have a gold sparkly dress on if I had more than 2 minutes warning. But it's just a bit, nah, isn't it?
For me, the song, it starts off and you think, oh, this is going to kick in soon, and it never does. It just doesn't really go anywhere. It just seems to sort of plod along at the same pace, and I think it's sort of a missed opportunity, really. You know, it could have been better, but
I like her dress and I like the way she looks.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think.
and I
It's going
think she'll
anywhere.
put on a bit of a show, but I don't think it's a quali.
Oh dear. Marius, coming to you, what do you think? As someone put in the chat room, she's an absolute weapon of a woman, which is quite the statement. What do you think of her and her voice? Be careful what you say, because she might hunt you down.
Well, actually, I'm in favor of this song. It's a decent song. I mean, it's no Ronna Lishnu from 2012, but I have to say that I liked it from the first listen. It's a good song. I think she has the pipes to deliver on the night. I think a staging will be good. Her staging will be good. Albania tends to do well if they qualify, which in this case I think it will. The fact that it's in Albanian helps it, I think. I can't imagine listening to it in English. And she has presence. And the more I listen to this song, it's on my playlist every day. And that tells me something.
Okay. As Malia said the staging should be quite good, or hopes it will be. What do you expect Anxhela and the Albanian team to be bringing to Rotterdam?
In my mind, I have like a vision that it's gonna be a bit similar to 2019, the staging, because it's a bit in the same genre of the song. And about the song itself, I completely agree with Marius. I just really love the song. It's in my top of the absolute favorites of 2021. I listen to it every day. It's a really good song, and I love the ethnicity about it. And I agree, if it would be in English, it would not match the ethnicity. So it's really good. It's in Albanian. And I think it is going to qualify because it's between Georgia and some other country I don't remember right now. But it is going to qualify.
And for those wondering, it goes before Portugal, which is a great feeling of what Yerna thinks of that song as she can't remember it. So, Tom, coming to you now. Yerna says it will qualify. Fred and Michelle aren't convinced it will qualify. Where do you sit on that spectrum?
Well, I don't really think this will qualify. I don't really like it, I'll be honest, as a song. I mean, it was everyone's top one, wasn't it? It was a Merry Fickmas when she won a ticket to Rotterdam because it was just before Christmas. It was the first national selection. It was the first song we heard of. It was fine. Everyone was like, whoa, this is great. But I'll be honest, there are far better songs in her semi-final. And it's one of those songs I can see scraping past 10th place and probably on the wrong side of it as well. Nice song, bit meh, nice singer, nice voice. Yeah, sorry, it's a no from me.
Oh dear. Georgina, what do you think of Karma? As you said, we love a diva with a big voice, and she certainly has one, Anxhela. What was your impression on first listen of this song?
When I first listened to this song, I thought it was awful, to be honest. But it's, but it has really grown on me. It was one of them where it came on my playlist and I just skipped it. And I feel so bad saying this, I really do. But it's grown on me quite a lot. And I like that they do sing. Obviously, she sings in Albanian. Obviously, she's a beautiful lady. And it's really grown on me. But when I first heard it, it was a no. But definitely growing on me. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that song.
Okay, Gustav, you love a ballad, as we know, and this leans towards that sort of ballad, but it's a lot different now than it was when it first got selected in December. Do you prefer the revamp, and do you like this in the ballad realm?
I couldn't stand the first version, but I absolutely love this version. I think it's an excellent song, and she's an excellent performer, but it won't qualify. So that's that. And I'm still going to be looking forward to Portugal, because that's what I really want to see in this semi-final.
Oh dear. Stuart, round this out. What do you think and what the chat room think? Please say there's some positivity for Anxhela.
Oh, I couldn't give a toss what the chat room says. I'm done with that this evening. Let me tell you about this song. She is an absolute rocket. That's what she is. I was watching this the other day, and my boy comes in and he says, Dad, is that what a MILF is? What are you supposed to say to that, eh? Yes, it is, son. Yes, it is. This is a great song. This is a really great song. The fact it's last in the betting is an absolute joke. It will qualify. I mean, I know you guys are going to take the piss out of me in a minute for betting, but if you want to go and place a bet on an act definitely qualifying for the semi-final this year, something like 1,000,000 to 1, go and place your bets on Albania. It's an absolute guaranteed monster.
I have so many questions about that, but I'm just going to leave it at, for those who had Albania on their bingo card, please tick that off now. Thank you. I think it... Thank you. There you go. I actually don't mind this song. I think it's a lot better, the revamp. It has that immediate impression this time, and I do think it could scrape in, again, 10th like Serbia. They haven't got many friends in there, but Albania seem to always squeak through when I think they won't qualify, and I'm not convinced in this, so it's probably going to win its semi-final, going on that logic. But keep letting us know what you think of Albania and any of the songs tonight, and we will move on to our reward section now. Woo! I'm trying to get excited. And this time we're talking about the best comeback of 2021. And ooh. I'm going to get Stuart to explain the rules of this one because it keeps chopping and changing and I'm a little confused at what the stipulation is. So Stuart, I'm going to give it to you now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to move myself so everyone can get a glance of the beautiful Anxhela, Peristeri area. There we go. And back to the script. ESC Fan TV Awards. Hope you've put your save the dates in for the end of April. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have 2 nights of awards, and you are going to decide who wins. Tonight's award category is Best Comeback. That's right. You heard me right. Comeback. And we're going to find out now which artist has returned in 2021 that had previously attended a Eurovision, performed in a Eurovision, or performed in a national final. They might have attended a Eurovision, most of them do. Right, let's start with who's paying the least amount of attention to me right now. That's Gustav. Let's go to him first. Come in, Sweden!
Hi.
Goxel, what is your choice?
Yeah, I totally lost all train of thought there. My choice is the one and only Victoria, because she delivered a song that I love as much as I loved the song from last year, and I did not think that would happen.
Thank you, Gustav. We were a fan of all of her entries this year. She had some classic ballads, doesn't she? Actually, Imaginary Friend, particular favourite of mine, I have to say. And by the way, guys, we are doing the best top 40 national final eliminated songs tomorrow night on Twitch. If you want to join us at 9:15 p.m. Central European time, you never know, you might find a Victoria song in that list. Who else is not paying attention? Tom, let's go to you. There you go.
I'm trying to write promotional banners for you still at this point in time. It's not paying attention. I'm just typing away. Anyway, my best comeback. I was debating what to do, but I've decided there needs to be someone represented that Jeanette and Elena would really want represented, and therefore I am putting forward Eric Sada for best comeback of 2021. Not because he deserves it, but because Elena and Jeanette would really want him nominated.
They would, yeah, they would. There's a reason they're not on the show tonight, actually. They're sat at home watching remixes of Eric Sarde's previous national final entrance. Oben, let's go to you next. That's it. We're going to press the mute button.
Yeah. So...
Is it Cypriot?
We started this... Which one? This one?
I don't know. Are you going for a Greek or Cypriot entry?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot do comeback because we never do comebacks. We just go forwards. So my nomination, as the season started with the nomination, I said that I will be repeating this. MGP was the best national final of the year. And my nomination for this category as well comes from MGP. And my favorite by mile, best comeback is Kano Monument. By mile. And it's a travesty that we are not going to see them in Rotterdam.
But you might see them tomorrow
Stop
night.
pretending like typing.
I am. I have to talk and type.
Stop pretending you're typing.
I know. I can't remember who gave me Stavanger Kamatina last week, but I wasn't best pleased. It took me all night to actually write the damn thing. Marius, let's come to you next. I'm going to go to Phil and Michelle last because they don't know what's going on. Marius.
Hello. Right. For all the wrong reasons, I'm just going to say Ketil Stokan because, you know, I remember him from '86. I don't know. I have to say something, and I thought I'd just be the odd one, but yeah, Ketil Stokan because it was hideous, but that's why. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marius. From Cyprus, let's go to Belgium. To Belgium's finest, and we're not talking about chocolates.
Yeah.
Hey, Una.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I was in doubt. I'm still doubting between two best comebacks. So I'm just gonna say them both. I don't care. So my first nominee is Zenit, because let's face it, Freaky was kind of meh. And my second comeback is Destiny from Malta. Yes, they slay work.
Thank you very much. Destiny Malta. So you've actually gone for two then. So you didn't pay attention to the rules. Thank you very much, Una.
I didn't care.
Yeah, no, I could gather that. I gather that. Me neither. So, you know, that's perfectly fine with me. Let's go to Georgina. And Georgina, is that your brother in the chat room this evening?
Yeah, it is. He's a...
Hello, Harry. Should we wave hi at Harry? Hi, 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 Harry. Harry, yeah, we... Harry, hi. Right, Georgina, who's your choice for best comeback?
Well, I picked James Newman. I don't know if that's a right, but anyway, it's the best UK entry that I've liked in absolute years. I think it's a banger. Obviously, when I say comeback, he was supposed to be on this year, so it's classed as a comeback, right?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and I just really like it. And it's a shame that we're down the bottom where we normally are, and I just think it's so much better than half of those songs that are on. So that's my one, Stu.
Thank you very much. Moving on to Phil and Michelle. You are allowed to say Daz Sampson.
No, it's I love you. Oh, yeah. I love you, Pandora.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's not mine.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Mine is Red Elf with Tatu because they were in Winnie Pooh, who did that one with the drummers that play down.
Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, Winnie Pooh.
Fucking hell.
From Estonia. So I'm going with Red Elf.
Jesus.
I can't understand how anyone could enjoy Tatu. What did I miss about that song? I just found it always.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, Phil and Michelle. Elliot, who's your pick?
Right, my pick. I was split between two, but apparently we could nominate two according to Yerna, but I'm not. I'm going to be good. I'm going to go with Yuli Portsman and Megas Melancholia because I think that song was so dark and done amazingly, and it should have won.
Thank you very much, Elliot. And my vote, Tristan's going to be very pleased to hear this. It's for the Ukraine entry this year. It's Go A. I think I've returned with an even better entry. And next Saturday the 10th on our YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Central European time. We will be interviewing GoA live, and you will be able to join and ask them questions live on air. So join us for that. So GoA, Ukraine. Back to you, Elliot.
Thank you very much. So yeah, they are our nominations, and you can help us decide which one of them will win our very coveted awards. Thank you very much for doing that, Stuart. Much appreciated, and it gave me a break from talking, and now my voice is dying. So I think we call that sod's law. But let's move on to song number 3 for tonight, and it's Denmark, and they are sending Fear or Flamme with Let's Practice on Each Other. I am not attempting the Danish title. I can't speak Danish. It will just sound like I've got something stuck in my throat. No joke, Stuart or Tom or any of you. But
I don't think that's very sporting. Me and Stu always practice those titles and still screw them up.
And I used them in the clip show, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
That was Jaguar Johns. That's last year.
My God. Anyway, Denmark are sending Fear or Flamme, and they won Dance Melody Grand Prix this year. And it's the first song in Danish since 1997, I want to say. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone, please. No? Cool, going with it. They're closing semi-final 2, and let's start with someone who in the review show really loved this song and the Danish language so much. Let's see if he still enjoys it. Gustav, don't you turn away. Have you warmed to Fear of Flamme yet in this song?
Okay, so listen. I should hate this song because it has everything that I don't like. It's in Danish. Danish is an awfully ugly language. It's silly. It's not a ballad. I should hate it. But it's freaking growing on me like cancer, and I can't stop listening to it. So I don't know what's happening to me.
You're developing feelings and how to have fun with cheesy, fun music, Gustav. Join
I
us,
don't
it's
want
great.
to have fun.
Oh, but you're right at parties then. Marius, you were a lot more pleasant about this song in the review show. Does that testament stand?
Guys, do you remember when we did the preview and I said this would win and everybody thought it was funny? Right. I can't pull a Stuart when he had his 5 minutes of craziness before, but I mean, come on. This is my guilty pleasure. I seriously listen to this song about 15 times a day. And I must tell you, it's a throwback, the 80s thing. When we did the preview show for the Danish national, I used a few names from the 80s that we put them in the blender. I mean, mark my word, guys, this will qualify, this will shock, and I want to scream, but I'm 49 today, so I can't act so stupid. I'm sorry, so I'll scream later when we finish. But really, this song is just crazy, and I love it.
Brilliant. Do what you want with this show. Age is just a number, Marius. Yeah, go mad. Phil, Michelle, this is camp, this is fun, this is cheesy. The UK are voting in this semi-final. Will you be voting for this?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's good fun. It's a nice song.
You are such a knob.
It's just so 80s. It's more 80s than the actual 80s were. That's how 80s it is, you know. And we're now 2021, so it's just a little bit dated, but it's all right.
Do spout some absolute pure bollocks. I absolutely love it. These are the people for me. I love it. I want to do my hair all big. I want to put blue eyeshadow on. I want to put some gold heels on. I want to go dancing. Oh my God. If I could adopt these blokes, I would. I think it's bloody brilliant. Absolutely love it. You're an idiot.
And just in case you're wondering, that is Michelle's next dress up on the next show she's on. Georgina, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to follow that rousing like love speech from Michelle. Then, do you share the same love for the '80s as much as Michelle does for this song?
I do, but Michelle, that was amazing. So much energy. I absolutely love it. I'm a massive 80s fan as well, even though I was born in 1990. But anyway, but I absolutely love the 80s. Why are we talking about the 80s? But anyway, but yeah, and I really like the Danish song. And also, I like the Danish language. I think it's so nice and soft. And I know Gustav's not feeling it, but yeah, I love that they're singing their own language. It's bringing a bit of old school Eurovision back, which we need sometimes. And yeah, I really, really like it. And I hope it goes through, but it's tough. There's too many good ones this year. So we'll have to see.
Okay. Oben, coming to you. A lot of people in the chat room are saying it's an earworm, it's a grower, it's a lot of fun. How do you feel about it?
Elliot, my like I like the song, but my problem with the song is that I don't know how the audience will. It's too serious to be a joke act, and it's too joke to be serious. So it's like I think people won't understand. Are they just like being parodical, or are they really serious? This is who they are, and they are very serious about this kind of music and this stage persona. And I think it's a little bit confusing. It's somewhere in between, and I don't know which side they fall into and how the majority of people will perceive them. So if people will see like this is a parody act, they're like, yeah, it was cool, it was funny, but let's not vote because they're not serious. But if people will feel like this is who they are, then they will be like, yeah, this is really cool song, 80s vibe, and let's vote for it.
Okay, Yana, how do you feel about the song? Obviously, it's very 80s, as we keep saying, and that's from the song down to the performance, down to the outfits, as much as I really do not like what the lead singer is wearing. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's not my favorite song. I like the fact that they're singing in Danish for the first time since long. Let me just try and pronounce the title first. I think it's Öve oss på hinanden. So yeah, give me 12 points for that. But I just don't really like this song. I also don't like his clothes. Sorry, but no, it's the fact that they're ending the second semifinal is maybe a good thing for them. I don't know if it will qualify. Maybe, I don't know. It's just not my thing. Sorry.
Okay. Tom, let's come to you now. It's, like we said, it's fun, it's cheesy, it's camp, it's you to a T, really, isn't it? Surely.
No, because I'm not an 80s throwback. And I think 1988 wants its staging.
Yet he loves Jessica Anderson and Tess Merkel and all them.
Look, I still stand by this. It's a good song. If this was like out of Eurovision 1988, Eurovision 1989, I'd be like, yes, this should be really, really up there and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's not. Neil said in the chat that the song that's finished semi-final 2 has qualified every time since 2010. In actual fact, the only song to qualify, not to qualify, from semi-final 2 that performed last is the Netherlands' Shine by the Toppers. But all those songs also were sung in English. And I just think, to be honest, I think it's the Danish is going to put people off. I think it's too much of, I think it's too 80s. I think it's too dated. And I don't think people will pick up their phones and vote for it. There we go.
Please tell me you're not comparing them to the Dutch Toppers.
Oh, yes, I am. Why not? It took me 5 minutes to research that argument whilst everyone else has been talking, so I'm going to stick to it.
Should have come to you first then. Stuart, round this out for us. What are you thinking on Fear of Flamme?
So I really, really like this. I think it's a really, really, really fun entry. It's on last, and it's just after Switzerland, so there's two massive contrasts of entry there. It's going to round out Eurovision and semi-finals at least. I just don't see how this is not going to pick up votes. It's just so 80s in so many ways that people are going to go, yeah, this is really good, really like it, it's really cool. These guys are having fun. It's what it's all about, and they'll pick the phone up. I'm absolutely convinced this is one of those songs that will qualify, and we'll see a couple of big hitters that miss out as a result of it. Really excited for this. Such a happy tune. But one question, where's Bertha Keir? She should be in there somewhere, because this is almost 1989 on repeat. Absolutely love it.
Thank you, Stuart. I actually quite enjoy the song. It's definitely my guilty pleasure this year, and given how close the semi-finals are getting in qualification, I think a massive thing that goes in Denmark's favour is it's got Finland and Iceland in there as friends, and the UK are voting in this. How many times does a bit of a silly act get through when the UK has power? More times than I care to admit. So when this does qualify, I will laugh. And I will laugh directly at Gustav, who will be crying. Sorry. Just because you have to hear the Danish language one more time in Eurovision. But that's what we think. Let us know what you keep thinking as well. And let's move on to the fourth and final song. And it's the big one that everyone's been waiting for, and yet they're already dancing. Look at them. It's Cyprus with Elena, something I cannot say because I'm useless at Greek Cypriot names, and she is singing the song El Diablo. A Cypriot song with a Spanish title. Where have we seen that before? But no, she is singing El Diablo. She is in the first semi-final. She is currently fourth in the Eurovision fans app scoreboard, and she's been up there since the song got released. To keep it quite calm and serene to start with, Ish, Yana, you're the only one. Well, no, you're not actually. You can vote for this song in your semi-final. This is against Belgium. Are you threatened by this? Are you going to vote for this? What are you thinking on El Diablo?
Well, I'm not threatened by it because it's just going to the final, no doubt. I'm actually doubting if Belgium is going to the final. Sometimes, yeah. But I really love this song. And in the beginning, everyone was saying, oh, it's Fuego 3.0, but no, it's not. I really love this song, and I think it may have a big chance of winning in May in the final. So, and I'm definitely voting for Cyprus. Maybe multiple times, who knows?
Okay. Let's go to the first of our Cypriots. Marius, this is your entry. This is what your country is representing to the world in 6 weeks' time. Are you happy with it?
Well, actually, I need to put the record straight about something. Being born and raised in the UK and being just a quarter Cypriot, I have to support Cyprus in a way. Having said that, we were robbed in 2018. Cyprus has been going since 1981. It's about time they win. I mean, they've had a few good entries, a bit of hit and miss sometimes. Now, Elena Tsagrinou seems quite prepared. I think she'll do a great staging. Do I think that, I mean, personally, Oban don't kill me. This is not my personal winner this year. However, I have to say that it's had a lot of negative criticism because it sounds like Lady Gaga. I mean, what the F? I mean, mostly what we hear these days are copies of other songs. So I really get angry when I hear the comparison to Gaga. Of course, it sounds like Alejandro or Bad Romance, but I mean, as an all-round product, I think it's well done, professionally done. I could see a top 5 finish for Cyprus. Do they want to host Eurovision? Hell yeah. I mean, I think they had this since 2018, and a lot of Cypriots feel very frustrated what happened back in 2018. So there's a bit of a mixed thing going on here. Some people love it, some people don't really go for it. I wish them the best. I will support it, of course. But is it a winner for me? No.
Thank you, Marius. Now, I hate to like burst your bubble there, but once or twice I saw Michelle kind of like roll her eyes and yawn a little bit during that speech. So I've got to go to these two now. Phil, Michelle, what are you thinking on Elena's song?
Oh,
Sorry.
I think it's a good, solid Cypriot Eurovision banger. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic song, sung well. Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of amusement with all the product placement in the video for it, but, you know, people have got to do what they do to from the Eurovision entry, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a good, solid song, and I think it was helped a little bit with all the fuss from the Orthodox religious groups who were horrified by it. That never does a song any harm.
She's no Elena, is she? That's it. You know, she's, you know, I'm not feeling it. I love Oban. Oban knows that I love Oban. But I just think this is a bit, yeah. I actually agree with Marios.
Okay, we've got to come straight to Oban from that. Oban, you will be the biggest Cypriot lover till the day you die, and rightly so, and this is your song, and, you know, you've been telling us for weeks this is going to do something amazing, and that she's a showgirl, and she's all these marvellous things. Here is your monologue. Why should Cyprus win with El Diablo?
No. First of all, I'm not going to do a long monologue. I was like, first thing I want to say, for the skeptics, it's like this pity party. It's just pity party when people start, the first thing they hear a song and the first comment people make, oh, sounds like this. This is just a pity party. This is something that says to me, you have no opinion about what you like, who you are. This is a song of 3 minutes. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? If you didn't, if it's not your cup of tea, fine, let's move on. But this is Lady Gaga bedroom. So what should we do with this piece of? This is not an opinion. This is a fact. Can we move on? What I'm gonna say is that about Cypriot entry, I don't think Cyprus needs any defending. I don't think Elena Tsagrinou needs any defending or any promotion. She speaks for herself. Every artist has persona. Eleni was something. Tamta was another thing. This type of music is who we are. This is who is the Cypriot identity. We are down south. It's 360 days of sunshine. We love a good music and upbeat music. We like to eat and drink and have fun and dance. We're not Netherlands. They're arcade nation. They are dreamy. They're self-searching, soul-searching nation. This is what's fit for them. This is what represents them. But a strong woman on stage being all that Sasha fears and banging and then dancing and singing, and we never look for the best singers with best vocals, but we want someone who's there to enjoy, jump and scream and yell and have the time of her life for 3 minutes. So I am proud as a Cypriot. I am proud what we are sending, and it's all the time comes to that. How many people likes it? Not how many people dislikes it, because people who dislikes it's not gonna what? Not gonna change anything. Only thing that's gonna make change people, the number of people who likes it, and that's all that matters. And if we win, you're all welcome to this beautiful island nation. If we don't, we'll come back next year and do it again.
Thank you, Oban. As you said, you don't always go for the best singer, which is a worry in a song contest, but moving on. But something else you like to do is pick a Swedish writing team, because this is the 4th year in a row they have gone for a Swedish penned song, and we all know where I'm going with this. It's got Gustav's favourite person, Laurel Barker, on this song. Gustav, come on, this does sound like what we've heard 1,001 times in Melfest before, but what do you think of it?
Who cares? Who cares? This is
You normally.
quiet. I'm talking. This is by far the best banger this year. I don't care about San Marino. I don't care about Moldova. I don't care about Croatia. I care about this. This makes me so happy. I want to dance to this. And just give me some sexy, bare-chested men to dance to this, and I will be happy. This is perfect. Fantastic.
Gustav,
So what
I'm
you got
getting
there?
you that Cypriot citizenship, my man.
So what you got from that, Cyprus, if you're listening, is if you want Sweden to vote, just send us some topless men and you've won them over. Doesn't take much. You can just stand there and do nothing. Tom, let's come to you on this. What do you think about this song? Like, as you said, like she's probably going to be dancing, rolling around on the floor like she did in the music video. There's going to be a lot going on. What do you think?
Here is a good sign of what I deem to be success. I had a conversation with someone in work who literally would avoid me like the plague if they could, especially between the months of about March and May, January to May, really, if we're honest. And she said to me, my husband showed me a video of a song that's like a Eurovision song. I was like, what Eurovision song is it? Anyway, she said, oh, it's El Diablo. She said, I thought for a Eurovision song that sounded quite good. And I thought to myself, if people like that, and her husband isn't a Eurovision fan or anything like that by any stretch of imagination, if people like that are already becoming aware of the Cypriot entry this year, then this entry is on a surefire track for success in the final. And that it's already getting the buzz around it. It's got the moves, it's got the lyrics, it's got the beats, it's got everything it needs, and it's getting the exposure to actually be really successful in Rotterdam this year. Will it win? Can't tell you. Will it come close? I very much suspect so. Will Elliot be crying into his vodka that night, given the fact he's criticised it so much? Probably. Cheers.
Okay, I'm going to jump in now before we end on a high note, because I think we should. And, you know, Georgina and Stuart look like they're ready to, you know, explode and like fly to Cyprus right now. So, as Open said, it depends on the 3 minutes that are presented before you in the song. And with that in mind, it's not for me. If this was sent 10 years ago, yes, this could have well easily won, because it would have, like, in the era of Annie Lorak, Sarusha, all them, yes, it fits that perfectly. But that is also when the album everyone keeps comparing this to with Lady Gaga was released. So to me, it just sounds like they're a bit late. And I don't like the lyrics in it. It sounds... I don't want to be too mean, but it just sounds a bit lazy in parts. And seeing the writers on this, and we know they can submit and have sent a lot better, and to Cyprus as well. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm really, really, really not. Do I think this can do well? Yes, there's a commercial appeal there. Can I see this also not qualifying? Yes, because I think it's sandwiched between two very organic different songs. I think it could get lost. Do I think they're going to throw everything at it staging-wise to make it stand out? Yes, because that's what Cyprus do, and that's what gets them through. My issue is that for the third time in 4 years, they have done a similar theme, which is pretty female who's a performer with an okay song. And it nearly didn't work for Tamta. Granted, the reveal didn't almost work for Tamta in the semi-final. But for me, it's the tried and true method, which if you do it too much, it can fail. Like we've seen this with other nations do. Shock for them to change it. I mean, look at Sweden in 2010. They were doing the same sort of thing again and again with the songs, and then they didn't qualify, so they changed their entire format, and they've been unstoppable ever since. I am prepared to eat my words, yes. But for me personally, this is my least favourite song of Eurovision 2021. I'm sorry, Elena. I'm sure you're a lovely woman. You're going to have an amazing time. But I am not giving my heart to El Diablo, nor will I in the future. And scene. No, my music taste is not always wrong. Sod off. Rude. I'm sorry.
I did put sorry on the banner. There we go. That's nice.
And to every Cypriot, everyone in this panel who loves the song, I have tried to love this. I just simply can't. Georgina, let's put us back on a positive trajectory, please.
You definitely said earlier in our little private chat, that you did like the song, and now they've gone, and now you're saying that Cyprus.
I liked some of the music because it made my dancing brain kick in. That's only because I could probably do a cha-cha to it. I did say it was good.
Yeah, so you like it. So you like the music. But anyway, absolutely love Cyprus's song this year. It just gets better and better every time I hear it. I know Cyprus was massively robbed. I don't know if you've heard me say this before in 2018, but I think she could win. I think it's amazing, and I'm really looking forward to her performance as well. And it's just such a catchy song. You know, I would be so happy if they won. Like, me and my brother Harry have been listening to watching the Eurovision since we were so young. We've always supported Cyprus because obviously we're half Greek, we're half Cypriot, and we'd be having a party for like a month. Like, even if we're not allowed to, we will. Because it's gonna, like, it'll be amazing. It'll be like the best. And can I just say, right? So my 5-year-old daughter, I not made her listen. That sounds terrible. I played all the Eurovision songs, and I said, "What is your favourite?" And what do you think she said? El Diablo. That was her favourite. Anyway, that's enough from me. You know how I feel.
And there's me thinking she'd be a Black Mamba fan. Never mind. Stuart, let's round this up with you. I'm just going to give you the floor.
So the song is really relatable, and that's the thing, because taking Georgina's point, my young girl, she's 7 years old. She runs around the house singing the same. She sings El Diablo. If you ask her to sing one song in Eurovision, it's El Diablo. You've got people comparing it to Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. Great. That's a good thing. Let me tell you why that's a good thing. It's a good thing because when people hear this for the first time on Eurovision semi-final or possibly final night, they'll pick their phone up and they'll vote for it. This is going big, guys. This is my winner of Eurovision 2021. I think this is Cyprus's turn. I think it's a cracking song. It is, without question, the best banger of 2021. I agree with Gustav. And all I have to say is, Mama Mamacita, tell me what to do. Cyprus 2021 is coming for you. Yes!
Well, we'll have to see after the first semi-final because it clearly splits opinions. We can all agree on that. And that's all the songs. What are the chat room been saying? Whichever one of you two has been in charge. I've lost track at this point. What are the chat room saying? One of you.
To be honest, I can't be bothered to even entertain them this evening. No, I'm joking, obviously. We love the chat room. Lots of people talking about Cyprus, saying how good it is. Lots of love for Denmark this evening. And yeah, quite a bit of interest in Albania as well. But I think everyone agrees that Cyprus is splitting opinion, although there are some there that think it absolutely stands a chance of winning Eurovision, which it does, and you should go and vote for it. There you go.
Also, can the panelists stop jumping into the chat room to throw me shade? Thank you very much.
No can do, sir.
And with that, we have gone through all 4 songs. Shall we round up and say what our favourites are of these 4, even though I'm pretty sure I know what 90% of this panel are going to say. But let's just humour it. Let's start with Tom. Which is your favourite of these 4 and which is going to do the best?
My favourite tonight is Cyprus. And the song that's going to do the best this year is Cyprus.
Georgina.
It's a bit obvious, but yeah, Cyprus. Woo!
Gustav?
Denmark. No, I'm kidding. Cyprus, of course.
Yeah, no. Where's your vote going?
Well, I was still doubting, but I'm gonna say Cyprus as well.
Phil and Michelle?
Denmark!
Cyprus.
Marius, top that if you can.
Well, I listen to Denmark 15 to 20 times a day. There's your answer. Hello.
Like I said, humour me. Stuart, where does your heart and your head lie with Eurovision 20 out of these 4 songs? I mean, again, humour me.
Can I just say, I think they're all really good songs. It's been a really good show tonight because it's covering some really top songs. Denmark's great. Serbia, I think, will do far better than people think. Albania will qualify. But I think Cyprus wins it tonight without any question. I've already said, I think it'll win Eurovision.
Okay. And Oban?
I think that this is the first time, like Michelle, bless your heart, move aside. This is the consensus on the board, and we should do a collage out of everyone's go Cyprus at the end of the show. Like, of course, effing Cyprus. We're not winning tonight out of this 4. We're winning the whole thing. This is the year, guys. 2022 is
There you go. So obviously the group winner is Cyprus, and I think Cyprus will do the best. Just for my own personal feelings, I do think Serbia is my favourite out of these 4 songs we've covered tonight, and I think in a prize twist Albania could do the best because they always do well with a big ballad like this. We've seen Ugent Bushepa and we saw Unida Malici do better than people anticipated, so I'm not going to count Anxhela out. But that is for another day in May, and we'll see who is right and who is wrong. I'm probably wrong, but hey ho, when am I not on this programme? And with that, it is time to stop nodding, Stuart. It's time to say goodnight and thank you. Thank you to everyone in the chat room. It's been an absolute blast having you here with us. Make sure you're back with us tomorrow, where we look at, he said our top 40 eliminated songs. It's Stuart's top 40 eliminated songs. So we are not the consensus of this. This is purely what Mr. Stuart in the corner has picked there. So expect... Go for it.
Very, very quickly. Not on YouTube tomorrow night. Check us out on Twitch, our Twitch channel, which we never use. So we're going to use it tomorrow night. 9:15 p.m. Central European time. Top 40 eliminate national final entries. There's some great songs in there. Make sure you don't miss out. Join us in our chat room on Twitch. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And mate, the link I'm sure we put on our social media, so just keep an eye out for that as well. But it's time to say goodbye to my lovely panel. Thank you so much. It's good night to Georgina. Thank you so much for coming back on and entertaining us, and your brother as well.
I know, he wants to come back every week now. Every week.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Great show.
A big thank you to Sweden and Gustav.
So I think this is the happiest I have been on one of these Review 2021 shows, so that's an accomplishment. And thank you guys, and sorry for having Elliot as a host. It will be better next time, I promise.
Can someone kick him out now, please? He's done his bit. And as Tom always says, you always get 1. Every year you get 1. Big thank you to Yerna from Belgium.
Thank you all. Love you.
Phil and Michelle, thank you so much for coming on as well.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
And finally, a big thank you to Marios as well.
Oh, go on. You really love each other, you and Gustav. So, guys, thank you very much. And this was a great way to round up my birthday. So, see you next time.
Everyone say a big happy birthday to Marius in the comments, please. A big thank you to Cyprus above me, Oban.
Elliot, Stuart, Tom, my beautiful host nights, thank you. All the panelists, thank you. And one big, massive thank you in advance to whole Europe and Australia for all the votes that allow us to welcome you next year in Cyprus. Thank you in advance. Thank you.
Definitely not clipping that if it doesn't go as planned. Big thank you to one of my co-hosts in the end, Tom. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Elliot. And don't forget, whilst you may be listening to DJ Stu rocking the decks tomorrow night, we're back on Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Eurovision time, Central European time, Central European time, to review 4 more entries. And who's going to be in the hosting chair? Well, I think it's going to be a double act.
Ooh.
Aha, there we go.
And a big thank you to the man who is going to be enlightening us with what he's been loving the last few months in the Eurovision bubble.
I'm quite scared, actually. It's like, It's like opening your doors and saying, come in and take a look. Yeah, tomorrow night's going to be fun. Twitch, 9:15 p.m. Central European time. Come and join the chat room. Let's watch it together. Bring a beer, bring Scooby snacks, and let's have lots of fun. It's going to be good. Thank you, Elliot. Great hosting. Looking forward to tomorrow night and, of course, Saturday before we say Happy Easter to you all for Easter Sunday. Should be good.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I am so happy, relieved, confused and shocked I got through this show without having a laughing fit, without pushing the wrong button and without the wheels coming off, to be honest. Thank you to you all. Remember, yes, tomorrow, Saturday, next Saturday as well when we speak to Go Away, there's a lot going on. Please keep coming back and joining us because we love talking to you guys and we do this for you. But all that's left to say now is thank you very much, have a good evening and goodbye!